And on today's episode of the Riderflex podcast, accomplishing more at work by improving relationships. Some career advice for you. Now, I've been a CEO and president of a couple of $40 million companies and led large teams, so I feel like I'm qualified to give you this advice. Here's my tip. Quite often, I have seen over the years people get frustrated or upset because they can't get something done. They can't get an initiative pushed through or an idea they have. They can't get something, passed, so to speak, through the committee or whatever. And they get frustrated. Often, it's not because it's a bad idea. The reality is it's because nobody likes them. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true, right? Let's say Johnny, right? Let's use Johnny for an example. Let's say Johnny is just an asshole, right? Johnny's just, he's a dick to everybody in the office, right? He's super arrogant, whatever. And Johnny has a great idea on how to save money on a new program that needs to be initiated. And he brings it to the weekly meeting in the conference room and he brings it up. But he pissed off Sally and Bob and Suzanne earlier that week, and they all hate his ass. So guess what? They immediately shoot it down. They don't back it, right? He's trying to talk about it. He's trying to get it pushed through. Nobody's interested. In fact, people aren't even really paying attention when he's talking. Now, some of you probably think this is all funny, right? I'm telling you, this stuff happens on a regular basis every day in just about every company across the country, because we're all human beings, right? We all have emotions, and we're all tied into this thing with people, and you end up making decisions based on how you feel about people. I know that sounds crazy. You would think, oh, we all make decisions based on what's best for the company financially. Well, I wish that was the case. That's not reality. Okay. Reality is we're all tied into these human emotions, and our relationships with people make a huge difference in the office. So what is my point on this podcast? It's this. If you're one of those folks and you've found that it's difficult to get things accomplished, just check yourself, right? Check yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, do you have friends at work? Do people like you? And by the way, if Mary is on the committee you're on and Mary hates you, you might want to figure out how to make Mary like you. Okay, because you need Mary's support to get your stuff pushed through. All this politics and stuff, it does play into it. Maybe it's not supposed to, but it does. Okay, so working relationships and managing those in the office can help you get more accomplished. So if you find yourself stuck, just ask yourself, how many people like you versus don't like you? It's part of it. I hate to tell you, but it's part of it. And work those relationships. Let's use the Johnny Mary situation, right? Let's say Johnny knows Mary's blocking him, or Johnny brought up an idea and then Mary secretly went around to the CEO later and said, yeah, that's a dumb idea. This stuff happens. Figure out how to get Mary on your side. As bad as it might hurt, right? As bad as it might taste, get Mary on your side. Figure out how to make Mary like you. Work relationships. You'll get more accomplished in the office. It's very, very important. And I just want to throw that out there today. Check yourself if you're one of those folks and you're struggling. Having good relationships at work and making sure certain people like you, and bring Mary donuts, for goodness sakes. Whatever. Do something. Win Mary over, and you'll have a much better chance of getting stuff done. So there is your Riderflex tip of the day.